This is Dirt 3. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. What are we getting? 720p, 30 FPS, auto HDR. And yeah, this is actually, I believe, delisted at this point, so you wouldn't be able to get this one, at least digitally anymore. It was the third main entry in the Dirt franchise, which was a really great racing series. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed this franchise since the very first Dirt game back in the day. I was like, oh, what's this? And then I dove in. I think I rented it. And yeah, no, it's been really interesting seeing the series evolve and change over time, and then hopefully, you know, someday we'll see Dirt return. Hopefully. So yeah, this had a full single-player circuit, it had quick play options, it had an online multiplayer experience that you could enjoy, lots of different like cosmetic releases and stuff like that. And you know, for the time, it's actually kind of an impressive offering if you look at like the quantity of NPCs back there and just like the visual design of the game too. Pretty well done, I gotta say. So yeah, definitely quite jagged around the edges. It's showing its age. At the same time, the racing and whatnot is actually pretty well done in this one. I think it looks, yeah, pretty good from a visual standpoint. I think the car models and stuff hold up well for the era. And, well, obviously the performance is smooth for, you know, smooth as you get at that frame rate there, but you know what I mean? It definitely doesn't seem to have any issues, and, you know, almost a shame that a lot of racing games from back in the day, or a lot of games in general, didn't have, like, an uncapped FPS option. That would have been pretty cool to take advantage of down the road, but I don't think they were thinking that far ahead, right? Even nowadays, you don't really see that at all, but yeah, not a bad level design here, I gotta say. I kind of like, you know, it's sort of simplistic, but there's still like quite a lot of detail too, because you're not really using the backdrop stadium and stuff there, but it's actually got like a sense of distance and scale to it, which is kind of neat. Oh, there's me. So then we could pick another setup here, just in the quick racing options. Vroom. Okay, let's do Rallycross again. Let's do Aspen? Lakeside? Lakeside. Night? Yeah, let's do night. I always like that about Dirt 2, different conditions and whatnot. Dirt 5, obviously, a lot more complex in regards to weathering and, you know, day-night and everything like that. That's a really good racing game. Definitely one I'll be visiting for a long time down the road. Even this one, pretty good. You know, again, for its time and stuff like that. Alright, let's go. And there's lots of different types of modes, too. It's not just, like, Rallycross and Rally. There's, like, you know, kind of, like, legs and everything like that, too. There's a few different modes. That racing action. And then the campaign itself, like, kind of expansive as you, like, work towards, you know, unlocks and stuff like that. And moving through your Dirt career. Yeah, no, it's neat. Well, you can even see, like, the snow brush off and stuff. That's kind of a nice touch. You know, you can actually sort of see when you play this and you go play Dirt 5, sort of how the technology's been evolved upon with the iterations and stuff. Very interesting. Pretty cool cars. Oh, jeez. A little bits of destruction, too, on the vehicle. That's nice. Guess it's got, like, a bit of an X game styling to it. Oh, and the fireworks, too. Very, very nice. I actually kind of wonder what this looks like in the day. So where's this lake at? Is it in the middle that we're kind of driving around? I love the frost building up on the cars. That's a nice touch, too. Yeah, lots of little smaller details for this one. And the little viewing angles. Kind of a weird jump that it does. Is that like an avatar? Like a 360 avatar? That's hilarious. Sorry, I was not expecting that to be sitting there in the dash of the vehicle. That's kind of funny. Huh. So you get a good little chuckle out of that. That was a bad hit there. That's how she goes sometimes, I guess. That was a very, very bad hit. And I think that's going to put me out of the rest of this race. Especially since we near the end of this one. But I tried my best. I guess in the end it didn't even matter. This is the part of racing I like, though, is the competing against different vehicles and whatnot. But we probably should show off a bit of rally. It wasn't E2, not too long after this entry. We did eventually start getting like a split where rally was its own thing for two different rally dirt games. And I think that's going to be the eventual, well, the transformation of the franchise next is the move to rally by itself. And on the computer vision option, trying to mix up the cars just a little bit. Oh, and it all loads quite fast, which is, you know, kind of expected. I mean, yeah. It's a little Michelin guy, although he looks pretty low res, gotta say. Computer vision. Yeah, super, super jagged, though. Certainly showing its age. There we go. So, for whatever reason you're not familiar with Rally, it's more like an individual time trialing race through different like circuits and stuff. It's beating the clock to beat others. Very, very different discipline of racing. Or racing discipline, I guess, is the proper terminology there. Yeah, you know, it's definitely got like a also different, I don't know how to describe it, kind of like an overlay sort of like aesthetic to it as well. I don't know if they were, like, I mean, obviously they were trying to do a degree of realism, but you know what I mean? It's got like a sort of, you know, look to it that is a little bit more distinct for the visual aesthetic. And it works for it too, right? Oh, usually there's like a bumping soundtrack too, but, you know, don't want to deal with that issue. The hum of the vehicle. So anyways, a lot of different content in this one, well-rounded package. I still think it holds up in regards to the content it has even today. They did a pretty good job on this dirt entry. And I don't think we'll really see this one ever specifically come back, the different dirt entries, because obviously they just do a different number as they continue to evolve, and this one's probably going to be just kind of lost to time, as some would say, but, you know, still a pretty cool game, pretty cool effort. It was kind of fun to dive back into this one and take a look at it and, you know, revisit some of the racing action from the Dirt franchise, because I do love this series. There is something quite unique about its styling between like arcade simulation and, you know, regular play that I think is to me quite appealing. Really, yeah, honestly, it's a quite appealing mix of the different racing options that are out there. So anyways, just enjoy some more non-commentary gameplay of Dirt 3 in action.